Hello Taurus, and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 4th to the 18th of October 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle, and this is the Pythia Botanica oracle that I'm using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Taurus for the 4th of October to the 18th of October 2021? What messages are here for Taurus for the next 2 weeks? Oh, what does Taurus need to know at this time? Sorry, Taurus, these cards kind of like jumping out for you, and we'll just take them. So let's see what you get. Quell and unspoken, unsummoned. Interesting combination. So quell is about tempering your reaction or your emotions, to not allow your passion to go unchecked. So it may require a bit of moderation, time to breathe and temper high passion or emotions. And then you've got unspoken, unsummoned, and this is about questioning whether you're having the wool pulled over your eyes. Is there some way that you may be discovering or realizing that you've had the wool pulled over your eyes, that there's something that's not quite truthful? This may result in high emotions, an intense reaction which you may need to temper for some reason. So unspoken, unsummoned, truth will out. Some deception, whether that's self-deception or an intended deviation, is revealed. So you have unspoken, unsummoned, and quell. But let's see where the rest of the reading takes you. So let's see what's on the cards for Taurus for the 4th to the 18th of October 2021. What messages are here for Taurus for the next 2 weeks? What does Taurus need to know at this time? So that's the cards shuffled that way, and let's see. So this is the Northern Animal Tarot that I'm using today, and I'll put down a 5-card spread for you, with the first card depicting you in your current situation, where you are now, and the next card shows what's brought you to where you are, what influences you where you are. The third card highlights the challenges you'll be facing at this time, and the fourth card will offer you some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the fifth card, which may reveal your possible outcome to this time period. It certainly shows the energies you're moving towards. So we've seen this card, and I'll use it to start with. 4 of Pentacles, holding on tightly to something that is of value to you. Oh, look at that, the Ace of Cups, a new joy, the potential, the beginnings of something that brings love and contentment. And your challenge is the King of Pentacles. going to move these up a bit. Your guidance is Judgment. And, oh, look at that. You move towards the Two of Cups, which denotes a connection, a bond, a union. And you have the Moon, which really fits in with your unspoken, unsummoned card. This is a card of uncertainty, delusions, as well as other aspects that may come in through the reading. But with the Moon energy here at the bottom of the deck, this shows perhaps a time of, and you know, drawing in from your Oracle card, unspoken, unsummoned, speaks of delusions, of things not being clear. But there's also other messages that come with the Moon. It's about, you know, sort of embracing or moving through, shall we say, moving through a period of uncertainty, a period of unclarity, a period that may leave you feeling fearful. It's about the sort of rising up, emotions rising up, welling up from the depths. And again, you've got that Quell card, which asks you to temper those emotions. So it's about taking intense emotions and moving through a period of uncertainty and clarity with a sense of creative, brave, sort of braveness, sort of being willing to move forward despite the uncertainty, despite the fear, despite these intense emotions. So it's a time of emotional intensity for you, I get a sense here. So having found something that offers a potential for joy, for love, for contentment, it shows you holding on to that almost too tightly. With the Four of Coins, this is about a focus on what is comfortable, what is bringing you material comfort, and what, you know, something that you value and that you may not want to share, that you may be almost, I get a sense here, looking at you holding on to this potential too tightly. And often when you hold on to something too tightly, you're unable to move it forward. You sort of stagnate in that position, and the potentials there are dampened because of that. So perhaps the excitement, the emotional intensity of finding this potential here has had you holding on almost in a fearful state that it's not going to materialize, it's not going to, you know, that you're worried it's going to slip through your grasp. And in so doing, you may well almost lose it. You know that saying, if you have something you love, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's all yours. If it doesn't, it never was. That's the sort of thing that's coming into my mind now. And your challenge is actually to master this. So to get that balance, to get that, to be able to hold on to this attainment, this potential, and use it to fruitfully, so that you can bring the potential to fruition. So you have the potential here, and your challenge is quite a positive challenge in that much. And the challenge is to actually harness it and use it, rather than simply grab it and hold on to it. Because if you're able to harness it and use it wisely and with some degree of acumen, you will be able to attain a sense of real stability and abundance and continued growth, and have the freedom to enjoy it, to appreciate it, rather than simply fearfully holding on. And your guidance card sort of shows you need to, well, this is about, also it's about rising up from the ashes and all that, but it's also, in this concept here, it's about, it's sort of asking you to make decisions wisely and carefully, because this is something that's linked with your karma. So what goes around may come around. So, you know, you may need to again, temper your emotions, temper your reactions to things, because you're being called to something greater now, something beyond material comfort, beyond the surface levels of contentment and joy, to look for something deeper. And you may well find that you're moving towards bringing this potential into the next level. This potential for joy and love and contentment shows that you're moving towards making a deep and meaningful connection that has the potential to be long-lasting. So bringing in, once again, your oracle cards, I get a sense that, through fear that this is an illusion, you may be sort of almost grasping too tightly to it, and feeling that you're kidding yourself, that it can't be true. But you're asked to moderate that sort of fear with a sense of higher purpose here, with the Judgment, of moving towards more spiritual enlightenment. So you may need to do a bit of inner work, a bit of shadow work, and find your truths. Find why it is that you feel that this potential for joy and connection is a delusion. And rather than trying to grasp it on its surface level, work with it in a deeper way, in a more meaningful way, to bring it to a more a deeper and more meaningful growth and abundance, and something of genuine security. And then find within yourself the ability to appreciate that, because the cards indicate a potential for a wonderful connection here, whether this is a little love story, or something about finding something you love, something more spiritual or more metaphorical, sort of like finding the ideal job or the ideal home, or that one true friend. But for many of you, you can read this, if it resonates that way, as finding love, but beware that your fear of whether, that fear of whether you're worthy of that love causes you to hold on to it too tightly, rather than allowing it to grow and encouraging that growth and development in a natural way. And in order to prevent yourself, or to ameliorate any damage caused by your fear of it not being real, or of you not being worthy of this love, you need to work at things on a more spiritual level. And through that, you may find some enlightenment and see yourself emerging as a better person, and being able to embrace this union. So temper your fear, not just pushing it down, but working through it, sitting with it, and analyzing it, and trying to do some sort of shadow work to question why you are fearful of your ability or your worthiness for this potential for joy, love, contentment. And allow yourself the space for growth, and appreciate that this may slowly build up. It may take time, but it's moving through that uncertainty of whether it's real or not, because the cards sort of show that it has the potential to be real, but that's up to you on how you react to it, whether you're going to spoil it by grasping too tightly to it, and not developing your own inner self, your own difficulties that you may have with accepting or appreciating that you are worthy of love. So there you have it, Taurus. There's wonderful potential for love and connection, but that you need to move through a fear of whether you believe it, or whether you believe you're worthy of it, or whether you feel that it's just an illusion, a delusion. but there's a potential to build up on it, and through that find your own self-growth as well. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you, and if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons. Thank you for watching, and God bless you till we meet again.